Millions of Medicare patients now see their doctor from the kitchen table, a video call, instead of a drive across town. It's been one of the most useful changes in years, especially for anyone who's frail, rural, or without an easy ride. But there's a date on the calendar, December 31st, 2027, that could pull much of it back, and most people have no idea it's coming. So what does Medicare Telehealth actually cover right now? What's permanent, and what's living on borrowed time under a deadline Congress keeps extending? Today, in plain English, I'll lay out where things stand in 2026, clearly and without the fine print headache. Let's start with where we are. Under current law, most Medicare telehealth is wide open. You can see a doctor by video from your own home, anywhere in the country, for a broad range of visits. You pay the same as an in-person visit, after your Part B deductible, 20% of the approved amount. For a lot of people, that access has been genuinely life-changing. But most of that broad access is temporary. It's been extended by Congress in stretches, and under current law, the wide-open version runs through December 31st, 2027. After that date, unless Congress acts again, the rules are scheduled to snap back toward the old ones, which generally required you to live in a rural area and often to travel to a medical facility to do the telehealth visit. In other words, the from your own living room part is the piece that's scheduled to expire. Now the part that is far more secure, mental and behavioral health. Telehealth for behavioral health has been made permanent. You can get it from home, and that isn't tied to the same expiration. There's a condition attached though. For ongoing mental health telehealth, Medicare generally wants an in-person visit within 6 months before you start, and periodic in-person visits after. So it's permanent, but not entirely visit-free. And one more recent change to know. Audio-only telehealth, a plain phone call, no video, got narrower starting in early 2026. It's largely preserved for behavioral health and for situations where video truly isn't possible, but the days of any visit by simple phone call are more limited now. So why does something this useful keep living deadline to deadline? Follow it calmly. Telehealth was expanded quickly during the pandemic under temporary authority. Making it permanent costs money in the federal budget and takes an act of Congress. So instead, it's been renewed in chunks, a year here, 2 years there. That's why the rules feel like they're always about to change. For the broad benefits, they always are. It's not hidden, it's just genuinely unsettled, which is the honest answer. Have you started seeing your doctor by video, and would losing that option change things for you? Tell me in the comments. Those real stories are exactly what policymakers end up hearing, and I read every one. So here's what to do. Right now, use telehealth freely if it helps you. It's covered at your normal 20% share. If you rely on it, keep an eye on that 2027 date because it may be extended again, or it may not. Check the current status at each fall enrollment rather than assuming. And if your telehealth is for mental health, know that it's on firmer ground, just with those in-person visit check-ins. For the current up-to-date rules, because this genuinely does change, your best sources are Medicare directly at 1-800-MEDICARE and your state health insurance assistance program, your SHIP counselors. Ask them plainly what's covered from home this year, because telehealth is one of the rare Medicare stories that's mostly good news. Real access, real convenience. The only catch is that a big piece of it isn't guaranteed past a date on the calendar. Knowing that date is how you plan around it instead of being caught by it. So tell me below, has a video visit made your care easier? If this cleared things up, subscribe. Next, we cover something every family needs to hear. Medicare scam calls, what they're really after, and how to shut them down. This is general information, not medical or financial advice. And rules like these change with legislation, so always check the current status for your situation. I'm glad you're here. I'll see you in the next one.